Not surprisingly, the auto company known for its handling and reliability also has the best gas mileage. Honda, the most fuel-efficient auto company in America.
Hello and welcome to Tech 101. I'm Eric Hesseldahl, Senior Technology Writer here at BusinessWeek.com. This is Tech 101, and this is the segment where we answer your questions about technology. The email inbox is open. The address is tech101@businessweek.com. This week we're going to talk about music. With digital music taking over your hard drives, you may want to get rid of that CD collection. That's exactly what Sarah in Seattle wants to know about. She says, I have a lot of music stored on my hard drive, most of it from my CD collection. I'd like to put my CDs in storage. But I also have a stereo system that I paid a lot of money for several years ago, which still sounds excellent. Is there a way to play the music from the hard drive on the stereo? Sarah, absolutely there is, and I'm going to show you how right now. What I'm going to show you here is the Sonos ZP80 sound system. And basically what this does is creates a high-speed wireless network just for your music to bridge that gap between the music on your hard drive and that stereo. So I'm going to show you what it does right now. I'm going to pick up this controller and start some music. It's extraordinarily easy to set up. I'm just going to give you a little demo here. You can hear a little bit of some of my favorite music. I don't want to play it too long. But what it essentially does is creates a network between your computer and the stereo. Now the way I've got it set up here, this second box is connected to this stereo. It's nothing more complicated than an auxiliary input, just like you would with, say, a record player or what have you. And the music is stored here, goes from here, and is streamed over to here. Now the beauty of this is that you can use as many of these boxes as you want. So if you've got several stereos throughout your house, you can get the music that's stored on your hard drive to any room you want. Even better, you can play multiple different songs in different rooms, or you can play the same song in all the different rooms at once. Now, it seems very elaborate, and it is, but it's also extremely easy to set up. It's also a little bit on the spendy side. The cost to get started is $9.99. That'll get you started with this 2 boxes and the controller. And you can add as many boxes as you need and add as many controllers as you like, one for each room if you like. Now one other great thing about this is that it comes with a free month subscription to Rhapsody, and I tell you what, I've been using it for a little while. I've always been an iTunes guy, but there's a lot to like about Rhapsody, especially when you realize that you can access it directly from this controller without even having to bother with the PC. So a free subscription to Rhapsody for 1 month, you'll stick with it after a month. Another point about iTunes is that this will work with your iTunes playlists, but it won't play the songs that you purchase from the iTunes store. Just an important point, if you've got a lot of songs from the iTunes store, they won't work with this, but they'll play everything else. So once again, that's a Sonos ZP80 sound system, and it goes for $1,000, which may sound like a lot, but Sarah in Seattle, if you paid a lot for that stereo a few years ago, you get a few more years of longevity out of it, and you'll be able to crate up those CDs without even feeling bad about it. Now, if $1,000 seems like a lot to pay to bridge the gap between the music on your PC and your stereo, there's other ways to do it. Now, one of those is a device called the Slim Devices Squeeze Box. It's $300. It's from a company called Slim Devices, and it essentially does the same thing, but without creating its own network. Instead, it works with the network you may already have at your home. It works with a Wi-Fi network, or it also works with a wired Ethernet network, whichever you have available. Now what you want to do is just like before. You'll want to connect the device to your stereo, and the main connection with the stereo is the standard RCA stereo cables that you're probably used to at home. Red to red, white to white. You've done that before. What's different is that the network setup is a little bit more complicated. And once you've got it connected to your network, it'll be able to see the playlists of music that are stored on your PC or your Mac. And from there, you'll be able to select those songs using the remote control. You'll be able to see the song title and so forth on the display of the device, just as though it were a part of your stereo system. Now, as I said, the setup's a little bit more complicated than before with the Sonos. Once you've got it connected, it works terrific. So Sarah in Seattle, go ahead and pack up those CDs. All you have to do to get the music from your PC to your stereo is bridge the gap using a little bit of networking technology, and it's really not all that hard to use. That wraps it up for this edition of Tech 101. Don't forget to send us your questions. The email address is tech101@businessweek.com. I'm Eric Hesseldahl, and remember, technology should be easy, and when it's not your fault. See you next week.
Not surprisingly, the auto company known for its handling and reliability also has the best gas mileage. Honda, the most fuel-efficient auto company in America.